Being alone is wonderful. Being lonely is not so good. So let's reflect a little on these two small words. The difference between being alone and being lonely lies in the distinction between the physical state and an emotional state. Being alone refers to a physical state of solitude. It simply means you are physically by yourself without the presence of other people. And being alone can be a positive experience, allowing for introspection, relaxation, or pursuing personal interests. It is a factual description of one's physical environment. And the contrary, being lonely, this is an emotional state, characterized by feelings of isolation, disconnection, and a lack of meaningful connection with others. And you know what? Loneliness can occur even when you're surrounded by people. You can feel lonely in a crowded room if you feel emotionally disconnected. And it is a subjective feeling of sadness and a sense of lacking social connection. In an essence, alone describes a physical situation and lonely describes an emotional feeling. Therefore, you can be alone without being lonely, and you can be lonely without being alone. But being alone is a wonderful way to connect to ourselves, as there's no distraction from any situation or other people. Because when we are involved with other people, there's always communication, and we can't find ourselves. This is why monks prefer the state of being alone, reduced action, and probably meditation, reflection, to perceive who am I, and to reflect. This is a wonderful state. A person that never spent some time alone with himself does not really know who he is. And we have to know who we are and what we are. The awareness of what we are and who we are defines our self-confidence. This makes us strong. When we know who we are, how beautiful we are, when we know our value, this makes us powerful. Therefore, being alone is a wonderful situation to dive in ourselves and to discover the deepness of our awareness. Because every person is unique. You can't compare yourself to another person, not another woman, not another man. We are completely different. And how can we find who we are? We have to watch inside, listen inside. What are your feelings? What are your thoughts? What is the value to you? And when you know the value of yourself, you know what you need. And every person has different desires. And this is good. Even with billion peoples on planet Earth, there are no two people the same. Even when we have siblings, not even they are the same by their character, by their emotion. The physical body might appear, wow, this is incredible. But inside, it's completely different. So being alone is a wonderful self-treatment to find ourselves. And when we found ourselves, when we know who we are, what we are, then we are really connected to ourselves. What means even when you are alone, you are not lonely, because you are connected to your identity, to your soul, to your awareness. Imagine all these narcissists. They can't be alone. They leave the house. They want action. They need a lot of input to keep their mask alive. Being alone would be a wonderful sign for them to reflect. Just a moment. These are intelligent people, but they didn't find the love inside. And we are loving people. The love, the desire comes from inside. And when we don't feel the love, then we feel emptiness. And we can't replace this with any other action outside. And in case of narcissists, there are not people 100% narcissists and 0%. There are 10%, 20%, 40%. They have a lot of qualities that we have. And we have some qualities that they have. But as long as we self-reflect, always connect back to our own core, then all is in harmony, because we can correct our life. We can connect back to our love. And when we feel the love, and when we realize how much we have, then we can give love. And the good thing is, this is a never-ending source. In reality, you are the source of love. The more love you give, the more your source will offer to you. This is a never-ending fountain of love. You shouldn't think, oh, there's only few love, I have to save the love for me. No. We know this unconditional love. You give love, and you don't even expect that some love comes back. But like magic, this creates an echo, a reflection from this person or from a completely other person. And all this can happen when we found ourselves, when we know that we are the source of love, when we know that we are the source of energy, we are the source of healing, we are the source of happiness. All this comes from inside. It doesn't come from the outside. You could be in the most beautiful situation, but when you can't create this feeling of happiness, this is your creation, then you go through this moment without satisfaction. Love, healing, happiness is our own production, our own reflection to things that happen in the 3D world. And in this moment, you are connected to the 3D world. What I said before, you can be in a crowded room and you feel emotionally disconnected. But when you are connected by your intent, by your focus, you build this bridge of like a wire. I'm connected. Then you can create happiness, love, gratitude, and all this brings you on a way higher frequency that makes you good, that lets you feel good. It's the way how we react in our day-to-day life. And all these, happiness, love, gratitude, are our creations. We don't even have to create them. We just have to open our internal faucet that it comes out. And it's not really complicated. Leave thoughts of fear and anger behind. Say to yourself, I will connect completely to this moment. I'm free. I just connect. I swim with the flow. I swim in the river of life. And the river of life carries me. I'm protected. I'm not lonely. Even when I'm alone, I can swim in the river of life and feel happy. And I think being alone is a wonderful treatment to connect to our real being. So these were some reflections on being alone, being lonely. What do you think? I'm eager to read your comments. Thanks for watching, and here are more good videos in my archive.